Hey, what's going on, sports cards fans? Ray from Philly here. It is Friday, May 24th, Friday night vintage, and here I am starting a new player run. If you saw my last video on a player run, I had just finished the Rod Carew PSA Basic Set Registry. I started that, I think, in November, and I finished that like 2 weeks ago. So I showed the complete run of Rod Carew. That is now done. I'm excited to say I'm finally onto a new player, and that new player now is Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson has, and it's the whole Topps run. Frank Robinson has Topps run from 57 to 75. I already have the 57 card, and I have another card. So that's 19 cards total. 57 to 75. It's 19 total Topps cards. I have 2 of them already, so that leaves me with 17. But 2 pickups in the past week. Excited to show you guys these 2 new pickups, new player run. So this one I won on eBay probably about a week and a half ago. And I always start in chronological order, and I start from the last card and go right in order. I try and stay in order. And this is a beautiful card. This is Frank Robinson's last Topps card. So it also go on my set registry, the final Topps PSA issue registry. And that's the 75 Topps Frank Robinson PSA 8. And this says designated hitter on there. This is his last playing days card with the Cleveland Indians. So that is my 3rd card, 16 down. This next one I already had. This is part of my 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century by Mike Payne PSA set registry, and that is the 74 Topps Frank Robinson in a PSA 8. And the reason why this card is in a 300 Great Baseball Card set registry is because it was the first card to say, over here, DH. And it's weird because this is with him with the California Angels, which is just, I don't know. He's known for being with the Cincinnati Reds, the Baltimore Orioles, but in the 70s, you'll see him playing with a couple different teams. So I have the rookie, I have the 75. Here's the 74. And here we go with the second pickup that I just got this past week. You can kind of figure out what's the next card since I always stay in the chronological order. Now, this is going to be with another different team. So the 75 one that I showed you was with the Indians. The 74 is with the California Angels. And yet again, another different team. So this now is the 73 Topps that I picked up in a PSA 8. And this is, well, it's weird. It says California Angels, but he looks like he's wearing a Los Angeles Dodgers uniform to me. And this is a PSA. It's in a new light holder. Newly graded card, too, by the way. If you can see the numbers there. PSA, and it starts with the 8. So, 3. Usually I show 1 card pickup, but it's not 1, not 2. It's 3 pickups that Ray from Philly is showing. Call the press. So, I have his rookie and these 3. So that's 4 of the 19. That leaves me with 15 cards. Let's go to the PSA set registry. I like doing this part. And let's register this. Let me see. Here we go. A little bit bigger on that. So let's add the 75 one. This should be scanned in already because it starts with the number 7 on the PSA grading. Hopefully no one owns this and I can just put it right in. And it's there. And the picture should come up because it starts with the 7. And there it is. So there you get a really good look of this card. And it's, not quite 50-50 centering as you can see in the scan, but still looks great. It's a PSA 8, and an 8 is great. So, and then of course I already have the 74. So now let's scroll up top and let's add the 73. I'm glad I'm finally, adding doing a new player run. After a few months, you get tired of doing the same player. All right, so that's been added, and this should be already scanned too because it starts with a number 8. And there it is. So there's the scanned picture of the 73 Topps Frank Robinson card. And as you can see, it says California Angels, but I'm telling you, he looks like he's wearing a Dodgers uniform to me there. So I have the rookie already. I bought this quite a few years ago. I have it in a 5. And I have the, as you can see, the 74. I'm sorry, 75, 74, and 73. So 4 down, 14 to go. So I'm hoping, I usually get 4 cards a month when I'm doing a player run. I buy 2 cards every other week. So hopefully in 2 weeks from now, I'll show 2 more Frank Robinson pickups. Hopefully I'll get the 72 and 71. I'll try and squeeze in the 70 and just finish the 70s out by June 7th. And then I would like to have this run, excuse me, I'd like to have this run done by the end of June, before Labor Day. The next player I have in mind after Frank Robinson is going to be a real challenge. I want to do the Sandy Koufax run. But there you have it. Real quick, there is the 70, 75, 73. Stoked to add both of these. And like I said, I already had the 74 in a, let me get a little bit of the glare. There you go. 3 Frank Robinson pickups, new PSA player run. Excited. Glad. Loved doing the Rock Crew run, but man, I started that in November and it took me till like the middle of April. So almost 6 months. It's getting longer and longer to do these player runs now. So now here it is, May 24th, starting Frank Robinson, June, July, August, September. Maybe I won't have it done by August, maybe September. There's no rush. I don't really care. It's just fun, doing all these player runs. I have great players too. So that's all I got. The Baseball Card Hall of Fame ended 2 weeks ago. And again, I want to thank everyone for voting on that. It was a big success, 914 total votes, biggest turnout ever. And there was a lot of YouTubers that were a tremendous help in helping me promote this year. So I really appreciate it. What I got coming up this weekend, I'm going to be doing some VR responses. I did one for Theo, Clemente Collector, and John Wade Box Fan, but there's 2 more out there I want to try and get done over the weekend. It's a holiday weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. So I'm going to try and get 2 more contests. I think there's one for Scott Reindeer Studios, and there's another one. I can't remember now. I saw Theo mention it earlier today, but I'm going to try and do both of those, tomorrow morning, maybe Sunday morning. All right, guys, I've been talking and yapping long enough. Thanks for tuning in. New PSA player run set registry on its way. Frank Robinson. Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Stay safe. Like I always say, have fun with it. See you real soon. Bye-bye.